Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this 5 days workshop on embedded system design and IoT masterclass series. So today is day 2, and today topic is about Bluetooth control home automation using ESP32. Okay. So we are going to see demo for how to control the home appliance using relay modules and ESP32 via a Bluetooth by using the smartphones. Okay. So I'll be explaining the code line by line. So this is a recorded session. If you have any doubts, just post it on the chat box. I'll go through the chat box or post it on the comment on the YouTube. I'll go through the comment and I will reply back. Okay. So I have shared this yesterday presentation on the WhatsApp group. So if you have not on the yet the part of the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group to collect the materials. Okay. So let's go for the session. Before we go into the session, I will give you a short introduction about Pantech and about me, and then we can go for the session. Okay. So Pantech, we basically manufacture microcontroller boards, DSP boards, and FPGA boards. We do also manufacture IoT development kits. If you want to know more about our products and services, just log on to our website, pantechsolutions.net. Our vision is to help 10 million students to learn the technology in an easy way. So far, we have trained 1 lakh plus students on YouTube, and this year we have a target of training around 8 lakh plus students on YouTube. We have a lot of upcoming programs, we have upcoming programs on PCB design. We have upcoming programs on embedded system, on embedded C language, and embedded device driver development. So stay connected on our channel and please subscribe the channel to get the notifications about the upcoming courses. It's free on YouTube, and if you want more support, and please join the Warriors Way or the internship. Okay, the cost of the internship is only 590 rupees for 30 days. You will get access to the Warriors Way community where you could ask Q&A live. You could have live Q&A sessions, and you also have the mastermind session for each and every week where we will come up with a new topic. Okay. About me, my name is MK Jeevarajan. I have completed my master's in the year 2004 from College of Engineering, Guindy. Basically, I'm from Applied Electronics, and my bachelor degree in 2002 from Government College of Engineering, Balpur in India. So I have around 17 plus years of experience on the embedded system design and PCB design, and I'm responsible for the new product development team in Pantech, and I have brought up more than 300 plus products on Pantech. On various microcontrollers, on DSPs and FPGAs, and I used to work on various image processing algorithms and deep learning algorithms. So this session is about sharing my knowledge with you. If you want to connect with me, I have provided my LinkedIn link in the description box. You just give me a connection request. I'm happy to connect and happy to help. Okay. So coming to the announcement, the attendance will be available at 7 p.m. So to get a free e-certificate, you need to submit the attendance form. So minimum you have to attend all the 5 days. So there is no waive off here. And if you have submitted the attendance for the 5 days, you will be getting the free e-certificate. Okay. And PPT will be sharing it on the WhatsApp group. And for the lab sessions, we'll be using the recorded video streaming to improve the learning experience, because sometimes the hardware will not work and we may face some problems on the live program. So we often record the videos on the day, and we used to upload it on this stream. We upload as a stream. Okay. So if you have any doubts or clarifications, you put it on the comment box on the video, like on the YouTube video. I will go through a comment and I will reply back. Okay. So let's start the session. I'll minimize my face. Okay. So how to control home appliances using ESP32 and Bluetooth. So this is the topic today. So I'll give you an introduction about ESP32. ESP32 comes with Wi-Fi. It has Bluetooth. It also has the Bluetooth low energy. Okay, so both are different. Bluetooth low energy and Bluetooth classic is different. And today's session is about how to use Bluetooth to control the home appliances. To control the light, to control the fan, and to control the other devices via ESP32. Okay, so ESP32, it's a powerful processor microcontroller. It's a system on chip. On yesterday topic, we have covered up the various microcontrollers, like various processors, like microcontrollers and processors. We have gone through the differences between the microcontrollers and microprocessors, DSPs and FPGAs. Like ESP32 is a system on chip. It's a low power system on chip, and it is a 32-bit RISC processor. It's from it has a dual core processor. Okay, it's a dual core processor. So, and it's from the company called Express If Systems from Shanghai. It's from China-based company, and it's very low cost. Okay, internally it has the RF, like power amplifier, like low noise LNA amplifiers, like low noise receiver amplifier and filters and power management modules. It also has the Wi-Fi. It also has the Bluetooth. It also has the both Bluetooth classic and Bluetooth low energy, and it's a 32-bit processor, and the frequency range is from the clock frequency range is from 240 megahertz. It can go up to 240 megahertz. So it's more speed than the other microcontrollers, okay, in the market. Like when you compare with 8051 or PIC or even ARM processor, this is very high speed, and as well as it also has a dual core. So you could simultaneously use both the cores and achieve parallel processing. Okay. Also, it also has sensors, onboard sensors like capacitive touch sensors and temperature sensors, and ADC. You have analog to digital converters, digital to analog converters, and UART for serial port communication, and SPI serial peripheral interface, and I2C for inter-integrated communication. Okay, all these are protocols which is available, protocol interface which is available on chip. And it also has built-in Hall effect sensors and temperature sensors. Okay, so these are the specifications of ESP32. So if you want to start on IoT, like if you want to learn IoT, ESP32 is the best fit for you, like which is very low cost when you compare with Raspberry Pi or other processors in the market. It also has the Bluetooth as well as the Wi-Fi. So when you compare with Node MCU, like Node MCU does not has a Bluetooth, whereas ESP32 has Bluetooth, and it has more speed than it has dual core, whereas Node MCU is single core, and ESP32 is dual core, and it is more speed, and it also has more space in memory. Okay, so especially if you are dealing with more larger programs, then it's better to go with ESP32. So this is the pin detail of ESP32. Like it also has multiplexed, like most of the GPIOs is multiplexed. GPIO stands for general purpose input and output. So you have 3.3 volt ground, okay, and V in you could get a 5 volt power supply from V in and ground, and you have GPIO, ADC. So pins are multiplexed. Like it could be used as GPIO. It can also be used for the analog to digital converter and touch sensors and RTC, real-time clock. Okay. So for doing this application, you need to install the Arduino IDE. You have to install. You could download the latest version of the Arduino IDE, and after installing this IDE, before that, I will cover up the difference between the Bluetooth Classic as well as the Bluetooth 4.0. 4.0 is the low energy module, okay, BLE. So Bluetooth low energy is as the name indicates, like it is a low power consumption, but it's better for low data, like for small packets when compared to Bluetooth Classic, whereas Bluetooth Classic which is suitable for audio with high bandwidth data. Okay, high bandwidth data. Low energy can operate on battery life, and it could increase the battery. Like especially when you want to operate on a battery based embedded system design, then you could choose the Bluetooth low energy. Okay, so today example is about Bluetooth Classic, how to use BLE Classic and to control the device, devices. So you have to verify, like the device should also be on BLE if you want to communicate the BLE device. The other device should also should have the BLE to communicate, because it's a different frequency spectrum. Okay, it's a different communication techniques which was used in BLE. So the parts required for these projects are ESP32, and you need a 4-channel relay module. You need a light, and you need a DC motor. You need a cooling fan, okay, and you need 2 batteries, as well as an Android smartphone. Okay, so these are the parts required for the project. So you need this app called Bluetooth terminal application. So there are a lot of apps available on the Android app store. Like I'm going to use this Bluetooth terminal application app. You just search serial Bluetooth terminal on the Play Store. Like you will get this app. You just install this app. Okay, this is for just for communication, to communicate with the ESP32, so that the mobile phone could communicate with the ESP32. So the prerequisite, you have to install the Arduino IDE first, and then once you install the Arduino IDE, you have to go for the file preferences, and you have to add this add-on package. Okay, you just copy this line and you have to paste on the additional board manager's URL. Okay, so if you have the node MCU like the ESP8266, then you have to install, you have to copy both the links, and you have to paste it on the additional board manager's URL. And then once you have done this one, like once you add the add-on, then the next step is to go for the board manager, and you have to choose the right port number. Okay, you have to choose the right port number. So once you choose the port number, you just go for manage libraries and search for ESP32, and you have to install this libraries. Okay, ESP on the board manager. On the board manager, you have to install ESP32 by Express If Systems, and choose the right port. Okay, so I'm using ESP32 Development Kit V1. So choose the right port number for your board, and you also have to choose the COM port. Okay, so the COM port is available on the device manager, so you also choose the COM port. Then to test the board is working or not, you could choose a Wi-Fi example, and you could test whether the board is working or not. Okay, so I'll go to the I'll open Arduino now. Okay, I'm opening Arduino. Okay, so I just go for file, go for the preferences. Okay, so you have to copy and paste this URL here. Okay, additional board manager URLs for ESP32. Once you've done this one, just go for tools, you go for boards manager. Okay, you search for ESP32. You search for ESP32 and enter. You have to install this ESP32. Okay, and you go for the device manager. You open device manager. Okay, and you just go for the COM ports. So I'm connecting my board. So it should appear on the device manager. Once I connect this board, it should appear on the device manager. It's COM4. So I have to choose port as COM4 here. Okay, and I have to choose the board. Board is like already the board has been selected, like ESP32 Arduino. Like the board what I have is do it ESP32 Development Kit V1. So I have to choose this board. Okay, so to test this board, like file, go for examples, go for Wi-Fi. Okay, and Wi-Fi scan. Okay, I just downloaded this program. This is just to test this board. I have not configured any SSID password here, just to test this board. Okay, once the program is downloaded, okay, so on ESP32 you have a reset switch as well as boot switch. 2 switches will be there. So if it was not in boot mode, you have to press the boot switch to switch over to the programming mode. so that the program will get downloaded. Okay, so I'm just programming the board. I'll show you the hardware. This is the hardware which I have connected. I have the ESP32 here. So I have I have a cooling fan and I have 3 relays. Okay, and I have I have the light. Okay, and I have a DC motor. So I have powered up the DC motor through batteries. Okay, so I just check for this COM port. Okay, so I program again. So I'll close this serial program. If there is any serial program, like let me close this one. So I'll check for the COM4, like I choose tools, go for port COM4, I choose COM4, I program the code again. Okay. So I have to press the boot switch at this place. Okay. So the program will get downloaded. So I'll show you the boot switch. Like you have a switch here. Okay. Name as boot. So I just press this boot switch. Okay. Now just go for tools. Go for the serial monitor. So it should scan like change the baud rate as 1,15,200. Okay, so it should scan the nearest networks and it should display the networks on the serial monitor. Okay, if you get this output, like if you get the nearest Wi-Fi network, then the board is working fine. So let us go for the Bluetooth. Okay. So I just go for examples, Bluetooth serial, and I choose serial to serial Bluetooth. Okay, I just take this example code. File, okay, file, go for the examples. Okay. It is already opened. Okay, so this is the code. This is this example code of Bluetooth serial code. I have taken the example code. It includes Bluetooth serial.h. Okay. So, and this is for connection Bluetooth. So you should not edit this code. And it opens the object, serial Bluetooth object. So setup, like you have two loops. One is setup and another is loop. Okay. Setup, like you are initializing the baud rate here, and serial BT begin will begin like this is the ESP32 is the device, like test device, which will display you only this name on the smartphone, ESP32 test. And serial print, like once the setup is okay, it just prints the device started. Now you can pair it with Bluetooth. Okay. And loop, it just checks for these, if serial is available, it just read this, it just read the serial, like it just whatever the thing which you type it on the serial port, it reads and it displays here. Okay. So let's check for the uh, output. I just compile the program. Okay. So it reads the serial port and it writes the Bluetooth. If serial Bluetooth is available, it reads the serial Bluetooth and it writes the serial port. Okay. So I just press the boot switch here. The programming is downloaded now. Okay. Now I just open any disk. Okay. I just go for tools, go for serial monitor. Let me open any disk. I'll connect my mobile phone. Okay, so I just open any disk. I connect my mobile phone like 151, okay, 681 and 228. Okay. Okay, I just open my mobile phone here. So I have to go for the Play Store. So I just click Play Store. Okay, I check for the serial terminal. Okay, serial terminal Bluetooth, and I install the software. So once the software is installed, like I have already downloaded the test codes. It should display on the serial monitor. Okay, I just reset. Okay, open. I just open the terminal window. I just go for Bluetooth. Okay, I just go for Bluetooth and I check for the device. So I connect with ESP32. I pair the ESP32 device. Okay, I click pair. So once I pair this device, okay, I just open the serial terminal. Okay, so you just type A here, like it should go for file. You just go for devices, connect ESP32. So you could see this ESP32 is connected now. Like now you just type hello. Okay, so you should receive the message on the hyper terminal. Okay, so if I type one here, like it should receive the message here on the mobile phone. So from PC, like I send a message from PC, like, so hello from mobile, okay, from mobile, okay. So this is a communication, Bluetooth communication between the PC as well as the mobile, sorry, from ESP32, from ESP32 and from the Android mobile phone. Like I just open the code and I'm going to modify the same code for home automation. So this is the code which we have, like hash include bluetooth serial.h. Okay, so this is the code which we have. Like I'm going to modify the same code. So you need to declare like, so this code, you should not do any edits here. So here I'm going to declare like I'm going to declare character of incoming character, okay. So, and I'm going to declare a string message, okay. So I'll just make it as empty, and I'm going to connect. I'm going to use D4. I have connected D4 from ESP32 to the light source, to the LED. Okay. So constant int of DC motor. Okay. DC motor pin to 2 I have connected, and constant int of the fan pin to 50. Okay. So 15. Now, so I have made a declaration, okay. So incoming character. So I have to declare the pin mode here. Pin mode as output. Pin mode M should be the capital, like pin mode of this LED pin. You just copy this LED pin as output. Okay, output should be on capital. So I just copy the same thing and I paste it here, like DC motor pin is output and the fan pin is output. Okay. So if serial bit available, I just copy this line. Okay. So instead of serial write, like I'm going to, I just comment this line and so care of okay equals serial BT read. Okay, I'm going to read the Bluetooth. Okay, so if this incoming char, okay, if this incoming char of not equal to /n, I'm reading till the end. Okay, so message plus of string, you just take the string of this incoming char. Okay, if okay, else message is empty. Okay, so just serial write, just write this incoming char here. Okay, so now you could write the program. If Okay. How to close the loop properly. Like this loop is closed here. Okay. Let me check. Okay. So just compile this program. Okay. So now like we have print this incoming char here. Like now you could write the simple if loop. So if this message, okay, if message equals 1, you just digital, right? I'm going to switch on this LED pin. I'm going to switch on this LED pin to high. Okay. So to indicate, I'm going to print in like serial print ln light on. Okay. So I just copy this one. Else if message is 2 and this is low. Okay, light off. Light off. Okay. So I paste it 4 times. So 1, 2, and this is 3. Okay, and this is 4, 5, and 6. So I copy this DC motor pin. DC motor pin, this is DC motor pin. It should be high here. Okay. High here. And I have copied this fan pin. Okay. Fan pin, this is high and this is high. Okay. So this is fan off. Okay. This is fan on. And this is DC motor. Okay. DC motor off. Like DC motor on. Okay, so we have completed the code. Let me check. Compile the program. Okay, I think we have. Okay, I just compiled the program. So I'll explain you the code one more time. Like we have the loop here. We are checking for serial available if serial is available. So this is to write. So for this, no need of this one. Like we could comment this line. Okay. If serial BT is available, it reads the Bluetooth and it stores in the variable. So if this is, it reads till n, okay, till n, and it stores in the message. So if serial write, like this is just to display on the serial port. If message is 1, okay, if message is 1, LED pin is high. If message is 2, we are making it low again, so light on and light off. And if message is 3, DC motor pin is high, and if message is 4, DC motor pin is low. Okay, message is 5, like fan on and fan off. So we have compiled. I just downloaded the program, so I'll show you the okay. You have to press the boot switch. Okay, press the boot switch so that it starts programming. Okay. So the program has been downloaded. Okay. So I just go for tools. I go for serial monitor. So you got this window like device starter. Now you can pair it with Bluetooth. Okay. So I just open the device. Okay, I have opened the device. Okay, so I go for devices and I pair the device. Okay, it's connected now. The device is connected. So I erase this one. Let me show the okay, so this is the output. So I just give 1 here. 1, I sent this one. Okay, so the device is on. 2, the device is off. Okay. 3, you could see the 3, it should be, you could see the DC motor. It's started like, okay, so on 5, like you could see this fan is on. Okay, and 6, it's off. Okay, 6, it's off. Okay, so the fan is off now. Okay, so this is a simple terminal code. Like you could also have your own app and you could configure the same thing on these smartphones. And you could, there are other apps also available, like you could give a try over that, but the concept is same. Okay, the Arduino code is same. Only on the app part you have to give the values here. Like if you press the button, like it should send 1. If the other button, if you press off, you have to send 2. Okay, so I'll give you a demo one more time. Like, so I send 1 here. Okay, on the serial port, if you check on the serial port, like you got the value here. Okay, so I send 2, it shows light off. Okay, so 3, DC motor on. Okay, you should be able to hear the sound. I am not sure whether the mic is picking the sound. Okay, so but this motor is rotating. Okay, but this DC motor is rotating now. So 4, I switch off this one, and 5 for 5, I make it fan on. Okay, you could see this fan is now on, and 6, I make it off. Okay, so now the fan is off. Okay, so I'll also explain the code one more time. Like so this is the code. So I have taken this code from the example code and I have modified the code. Okay, so we have included Bluetooth serial.h. So this code was taken from the example code, to check the Bluetooth configurations are proper. Create a Bluetooth serial object. Okay, so you have to not this one. Give me a moment. Let me check this form. Okay, this one. Okay, so you have declared the incoming char as a character and string. Okay, and we have connected to GPIO 4 and GPIO 2 and GPIO 15 on ESP32. So I have declared that, and initialize the serial port object, serial Bluetooth serial port object. Okay, setup is used to initialize the code, like serial begin of baud rate of 1,15,200. So you could also use 9,600 baud rate. And pin mode, you make it as all the pins as output pin. LED pin, DC motor pin as output, and fan pin as output. And serial Bluetooth begin is to connect the device, ESP32 device test. Okay, so this will display only this name. If you change this name here, like you have to, that name will be displayed on the Android smartphone. You have to pair it first. Once the device is paired, then loop coding, like it check for the Bluetooth. If serial Bluetooth is available, then it reads the value to the incoming char variable. If it's not equal to n, it's appends the value to the message. Okay, else the message will be empty. If serial write, like it check for the message. If the message is 1, it makes the pin high, LED pin is high and light on. Okay, else if the message is 2, LED pin is low and light off. If the message is 3, LED pin is 3, DC motor, it switch on the DC motor. If message is 4, it switch off the DC motor. Okay, 5 and 6. So this is the code, and the software is serial port. It's serial Bluetooth terminal, which is available on the App Store. So with this, I close the session. Like usually, like relays, we have used relays here. Relays are used to switch over. Like if you want to control a 230 volt or a 24 volt, which is higher voltage than which you cannot use, which you cannot draw the voltage from the microcontroller, then you could use relay. So it has the COM and normally open and normally closed. Okay, so COM is the one which you want. You will be connecting the wire to COM, like the device which you want to control the mains voltage. Whereas NC, if you connect the other wire to NC, it will be normally closed. So when the relay is on, it will be opened. Okay. If it is normally open, like it will be normally open stage. When the relay is stripped, like it will be closed. Usually they used to connect with normally open. Okay. And coming to this is a sample circuit how to connect the relay. Like we have connected to D4 and D15 and D2. Okay, on GPIO, like on this pin, GPIO D4, you have to check some GPIO 4, 2 and 15. I have connected this 3 pins. Okay, 3 wires. If you check on this port, you could see here. Okay, you could see here. So okay, so the relays and okay, so I have explained about the relay. So we have the 30 days internship on embedded system design and IoT, like where we have covered up the 8051 architecture, PIC architecture and ARM7 architecture for 5 days, and LPC 4088 architecture for 5 days, and Node MCU for 5 days. So the internship program is available at 590 rupees. You could, by paying 590 rupees, you could enroll on Warriors Way community, where the Warriors Way community we have weekly Q&A mastermind sessions, like where we will be answering your Q&A, like question and answers. Apart from that, we also have a lot of sessions on that. So if you want to design your career on embedded system design, and this course is right fit for you, and this is available at cheaper cost. Okay. If you want, you could avail this one. The offer will close on this week. So after that, this offer is not available for embedded system design. It will go for 999 rupees. Okay. So lifetime access for, you will get the lifetime access for the Warriors Way Mastermind. And so the internship is, you get the internship certificate for 30 days. You get the recorded video access for 6 months, and the learning portal. So I'll show you the learning portal. So where you will get access to. Okay, so this is the learning portal. So if you could, you'll be getting in this course embedded system design and IoT. You also have the recording for this 5 days. For this 5 days, you will get the access. And the source code, you could download the source code on the presentation. So you have like 30 days of content. So the Kale software will be, you could download the software, necessary software, Nuaton software, necessary Kale software on this portal itself. Okay, UART interface, and how to lecture video is there, and a data sheet, PPT, and source code. So if you want to do your final year project, like you could also use the same project. This is Bluetooth control home automation using 8051. Okay, and IoT based weather monitoring system using ARM7. So you could use this project, slightly modify the project, and you could submit to your college. So you get access to 30 days presentation, 30 days source code, and more than 5+ projects on embedded system design and IoT. So all this available for 590 rupees. So it's quite value for money. So with this, I close the session. Thank you so much for your time, and thanks for coming. See you on the next session tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you.